so we can get BTS? Oh, okay. You want to get some flicks from over there if possible?
Hey, Noah.
Oh, you're gonna have to break this down to me. Now tell me what you're doing.
Thank
here.
you.
I'm just mixing tobacco with the herb.
Are we, is that door
Like a
closed back
split?
there?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because I don't smoke
6977.
straight herb.
You right now? And then you can also swap to my IG to get a couple if you want.
Practice.
Yeah, I gotta practice, right? Practice makes perfect. All right. Is everyone feeling set up? Everyone feeling good?
Yeah.
We're all framed up, guys. Everyone can see the screen. We're about to make a show of some kind.
About that time.
It's about that time to make an about that time.
It is.
It seems as though that might be the case.
I don't know when it live.
It's what it goes. That's what happens when you're doing it live.
You got that text? Check your WhatsApp.
Sometimes you gotta check that text.
Sometimes you do.
All right, I'm gonna do the intro real quick, guys. Mary Jane, good afternoon and welcome once again to About That Time. I'm your host, Noah Rubin, and we are very excited, guys. We have good friends in the building. Miss Lila Ike, Mr. Yaadcore. We're chilling with Kalia McNeil. Now, if you guys aren't up on this movement, you need to open your eyes. Both of these fine artists next to me are part of Protege's Indignation Collective. They've been touring the world, spreading good vibes, making great music, doing great things. Lila, you have a new single, Where I'm From, that dropped earlier this summer. Yaadcore, you just dropped your first solo material as a vocalist. You have a video coming this week, I think. It's a great time for you guys to be here. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Let's spread some good vibes. Now, guys, when I heard that these folks were coming through to the show, I said, when Protege was on, we talked a little bit about the Steam Chalice. I haven't smoked the Steam Chalice on the show. We tried to find it. It doesn't seem to be something you can buy on every corner in LA. Sometimes you gotta make things happen. But we have a worthy alternative here. What are we looking at here on the table?
Well, this is a bun chalice.
Okay.
Yeah, the original chalice from the ancient days, you know?
Yeah.
Old and school type of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, what's the
AKA a bong.
AKA a bong?
Yeah.
The OG bong.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a young person coming up in Jamaica, what's the most, how commonplace is it to smoke out of a chalice like that?
It's not that common, you know, actually.
Right.
So it's mostly people of the Rastafarian culture who kind of partake with a chalice, you know, or a real herbalist, you know, may I say so?
If you're deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something you just take up like that, yeah.
Do you guys remember the first time you smoked out of a chalice?
Yes, I can remember clearly. I was we did there on a water house, this area in Jamaica, and I went to a dance, but I was pairing with a lot of old heads, some little OG from around there. See everybody I pass around this thing and I say, whoa. So the person who brought me there, he was like, yo, you have to, make you meet some elders and you have to partake in the chalice thing. I was like, well, I talk about a simple match that, whatever, I can do that. And it's like him say, all right, I'm going to light it up and just show you what you do and then you do it after. So my daddy, I watched them and they're puffing it, lots and lots of smoke, I can remember. Music loud, we were right behind the sound system box. I was like a circle of just some old men and I was the only female there. They passed it and then it finally reached to me and so everybody just lucky in. I will see what's gonna happen here because I'm first and foremost. They're what is the girl know about chalice? And one of the elder them say, hold on, she touch your pipe too. And I say, yeah man. So, they passed it to me and I just remember I was there puffing it and then, it's time to take it in now and, I took it in and I just remember for a split second, I just look at everybody with my eye wide open and my mouth locked with beer smoke. And all I wanted to do was cough. But I've literally had to just stifle it and slowly, push the air out. And that was the last time I ever touched that.
You're a boss.
I remember saying, I felt like one of them big bells just ringing in my head for the whole night.
Yeah, high as hell,
just I go to the bathroom and come back, you know.
Right, I'll be back.
Just find a little end, sit down and,
Yeah.
you know, just go and bill and
That's
Exactly.
interesting
let
that,
that
yeah.
pass.
Yeah.
Just let that pass.
But it was
Trust
it
me,
was
it's
the rite
a
of
different
passage.
level.
You
For
held it
sure.
down. You held it down for the ladies, though.
Yo, I had
thank
to.
you. You know.
I had to, you know.
Now, Yaadcore, what are we prepping here? We're getting the water situated,
Yeah.
doing our thing.
So make sure the water level right, you know. As I said, it's like a bong as well, so
Right.
you know, just a natural bong, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so,
that's in the husk of a coconut.
yes, dried coconut. You see it.
Now we have our zoom in cam. We get detailed right here. We're doing the test, making sure that we got all the necessary hardware lined up.
Ooh, I'm ready.
So get the level right, you know. Yeah, people. Respect you, yeah. Mary
And we're
Jane.
grinding it up. And do you usually use a blend of leaf and weed?
Tobacco, yeah.
Yeah.
Me personally, yes, but not everyone does.
Right.
Yeah.
Personal
I
preference.
used to be strictly herb, but after smoking the chalice with the elders, I just got into
Got
you
into
know,
adding
the
a little bit of
tobacco.
that.
Yeah. No,
So, in terms of the leaf, is that like a fronto leaf type of vibe?
yeah. Natural fronto.
Natural fronto.
Yeah.
And is that easy to find in Jamaica as well?
Yeah, very easy.
Everyone likes the natural
Yeah.
leaf. That's good.
It's becoming more popular here for sure.
Yeah,
For
absolutely. I
sure.
feel like in the last 2 or 3 years, more and more places
Catching
actually
on.
you're able to get it, and people are doing cool little brands around it. So
Yeah.
And to be honest, I mean, shoot, even just for the cost effectiveness of it, I mean, it's so big and it comes in that packet. You good for
a while.
depending on how you smoke, but you good.
True.
You know,
It's true.
it lasts longer than a pack of Dutches or something like that. You
yeah,
know?
you gotta be a value smoker. You gotta be a value smoker. Okay, we're getting there. We brought the matches. That was a specific request. You guys feel the matches are a superior approach?
No, it's just healthier, you know, to not inhale the
butane.
gas. Right.
Yeah.
So when you light the thing now, you're going to
Hold on, I gotta get this. This is good shit here.
heat off this part.
Hit off it.
Yeah, let me show you. I hope it not burn the carpet like that.
There you go.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know you wanna want to smoke the sulfur same way.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing? Yeah. Cool.
Right on.
All right,
Yes.
guys.
This is
First
magical.
time chalice.
So we say, bless and sanctify these herbs provided for I and I to have health and strength to give thee praise, O Jah. Cut off the Pope. Rastafari. Yeah.
Proper.
Yeah, man.
Very proper.
Wow, you know?
Yeah, very good.
Nice.
I like it.
It's too push and then touch.
Okay.
Yeah. We see how wait.
Oh, I'm next. Huh?
Kalia is next in line. Kalia is next in line. Now
Yeah.
tell us a little bit more about music. What you guys have been traveling around doing. You guys just played a block party in LA this past weekend, right?
Yeah, that was really fun. You know, completely different vibes from what I've been doing. Mostly been doing like live shows, so that was cool for just being at the road. Set up kind of like carnival.
Yeah,
Get for dress down and just be a part of the whole vibe. That
absolutely.
was fun. But I basically recently came off of my very first solo European tour, and then I came over here and joined Protege on his American tour.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now,
What countries did you hit over in Europe?
In Europe, I went to Germany, Austria, Spain. I was also in Portugal and Amsterdam, but not for shows. I was just kind of cooling.
Does it need to be lit again or we
But I can't remember off the top of my head right now.
supposed to be good.
Sounds like
nervous,
a
so
great
I
time
just
and
hold
a
my
great
thumb
crew to
over
be
the
rolling
chair.
around the
Blow
world.
the
Switzerland
smoke.
also.
Oh, that's very dope.
It was very fun. It was very fun for sure.
All right, we have a Kalia. We have a Kalia moment.
Yeah, cover
We got
it.
Kalia
Cover
hitting the
this.
chalice.
All right.
And then you puff, and then you do the puff.
Lord have mercy. Stop looking, everyone.
Everybody look really intently at Kalia.
See, because I'm following. She held it down for I can't cough because she didn't
Yeah,
cough.
you have to hold it.
Puff.
Smooth, smooth criminal over there.
Blow out the smoke first.
Yeah.
Blow it out. Blow out everything, yeah. You go again.
Hold on.
It happens. You got to be delicate. We're exploring new territory.
Mm-hmm. I'm in a good place.
Good.
If you hadn't told
married
that
place.
story,
Yeah,
I would not have been as comfortable.
Cheapo.
You know?
Wouldn't have been as bold.
I'm proud of me.
you did good.
Yeah, great job.
Thank
Kalia,
you. Thank
great
you.
job.
For
Great
those
job.
who saw a couple months ago when I hit the bong in here and nearly died. As you see, I can smoke. All right?
She can
It
smoke, guys. She
was
can
a
smoke.
one-time thing.
Official. Worldwide smoking technique.
Yeah, you
got
have
that.
the chalice, you puff it a little different than the bong though as well, you know?
It's like
So
a
it's-
longer, slower.
First you puff, and then you take the long puff.
Right.
Like with the bong, you puff, and then you pull out the
Right.
thing, and then you so like that. So yeah.
I had the
You know,
Lion of
smoke.
Judah on
I'm
my
gonna do
side
it.
today.
Oh yeah.
I'm
That's
ready.
what it was.
If you guys
See,
are,
you
if
didn't know.
guys
I
are
knew. I
down.
know some things. He was respect. I'm getting love. I'm hitting it again. That's
No,
what
man, I
we're doing.
load
No,
it
we're
again.
gonna load
Okay,
it
I was
up
about
for
to
me
say now.
apparently.
No,
I'm not
I,
that-
I'm in line.
yeah.
I believe in
guys
you, Noah.
can't- I appreciate that. I probably need the support, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man.
Get myself in the right headspace.
So yeah, you know, musically now, you know, we're up on the West Coast, ready now, promo tour.
Yeah, the video's
Uh-huh.
dropping this week sometime, right?
Not my video, but a video of an artist that I'm working with
Okay.
called Carbon. We did the remix to Techno Pana's song, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with that song.
No.
But we remixed that song in a marijuana style. We should have featured it on the show too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we say it called High Grade Maca. That's another name for marijuana in Jamaica, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so my video now, I got drop that in September sometime, probably like the ending part. And then, yeah, as I said, we're up on the tour now. I have a show tomorrow at Dub Club LA, that's Ecoplex. And then we go Santa
fun.
Cruz Thursday, then Ellensburg, and then back to San Diego. And then that's it.
Amazing. Amazing. Now, in terms of you guys coming together and you guys becoming part of Protege's kind of crew, you were playing at Jamnesia, right?
Yeah, like Jamnesia is a space in Jamaica where you can go and jam. So it's like an open mic music vibe. So I'd always pull up there. I first learned about that spot actually from Janine, who's also a Jamaican artist. I went there to check out her show, and I had no idea that it was a space like that. I just thought they were having her show here. So I went there, and I just remember, you know, she did her thing, watched the show and everything, and when it was done, you know, some people left, some people were still there hanging out, and I went to the bathroom. It was like one of the artists that I was pairing with at the time, Black Hero. I remember being in the bathroom and hearing him on the stage, and I was like, hold on, I never know, say, you know, you could do that. So when I came out now, they were like, yo, you know, if you want to sing or anything, you can get on. And from there, so, you know, I sang, and I remember, like, basically a second show did keep the night.
Dope.
You know, and she's like, yo, you know, you should really consider coming out here more often. It's really good practice for stage with live instruments. It was my very first experience with a band, because in where I'm from, the only time I see a band is probably in a church. or dead yard or something. So yeah, it was a really great vibes. And from this, so I just really get addicted to just live music. So I'd pull up at whichever jam I can find.
Yeah.
So word start spread, say yo, it's just a girl I do her thing. But I met Protege long before that.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I like it. Should I get in on this chalice moment?
You want me to light it first and then you...
Okay.
You light
So
it.
when am I plugging the hole the whole time or?
Yes, all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, and puff, 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 and then you take the puff.
And do I remove my finger when I take the puff?
No.
No, when you're done, you let out the excess air and pass it to the other person.
Okay.
That's when you remove your finger.
All right. You guys walk me through it. I trust you. But
So
puff,
you're
puff,
doing-
puff.
Let me show you again first, cause
Okay.
it's gonna be harder to light like
Take
how it's
no
not
notes.
lit yet.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Official.
So now you blow out the smoke.
Blow it out.
Everything.
Got it. So it cleans it out,
Yeah.
and then I fill it
Your
again.
thing.
Yeah.
The harder you pull it, the more it lights up.
Mm-hmm.
And you hold it for however long you want to.
All right, guys. That's official. Very nice.
Yeah, man. Blow it out again. Clear the chamber. You good?
Very good.
Yeah,
Guys,
nah,
I experienced it. It's the steam chalice. It's in
Yeah.
effect. We did it.
Big head split.
Very good. All right, guys. We do a segment here on About That Time. We call it Post It Up. We take some pictures from the internet. You guys tell us the story behind the picture.
Okay.
Yaadcore, this first picture is of you doing something we're all very passionate about, smoking weed. You even got your weed shirt on here, buddy. What's going on?
Alright, me
Indoors.
know what recording session with Green Lion Production there, so and him just I take some pictures, recording the moments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Do you like to have cameras around when you're working on music, or do you like to be in a really?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Now, it's kind of an interesting moment for you because you're just kind of coming from being a selector and putting out amazing mixtapes.
Yeah.
What kind of inspired the transition for you to become more of a forward-facing artist?
Alright, well, when I transition to the reggae vibes of playing music and thing, I have a style what them call you play the song and then you play the version after, which is the rhythm. And people always request, me to be chanting or DJing when I play the version. And at first I wasn't, able or capable of doing that, so that kind of inspired me to, put some energy towards that,
Totally.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's the whole inspiration, as well as production took when you produce, you write melodies and find, vibes and things, so
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
yeah,
I like that.
natural,
Yeah,
yeah,
just riding the wave up.
true.
We got another picture. This next one of you, Lila. I think this is Delicious Vinyl
This was at the block
at the block party.
You want
Yeah.
more?
The sun did have burn me, But I wanted to document the day. And they just really like what I was wearing. Thought it was cute.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more. I mean, in case anyone out there doesn't know, Delicious Vinyl
Yeah.
Island has kind of been supporting the scene
Yeah, for sure.
quite a bit.
Delicious. They put out single, Second Chance. They've been really pushing that for me for sure. And so, I got the opportunity to come to LA and perform for the very first time, main stage, block party. So, standing in front of Delicious Vinyl is kind of like saying,
Here I am.
big up yourself.
Yeah.
Big up Leslie all the time, and Rick and everybody.
Now, how do you like being in LA?
It's pretty chill. I mean, they in an interview or smoke a spliff. Slit.
It's how we do on About That Time, guys. Speaking of which, we should check in with the audience. Mary Jane, everyone in Snoop Dogg TV. I'm Noah Rubin. This is About That Time. Thank you guys so much for checking in. We we actually have a comment from the audience. Let's check in, see what's going on. Okay, Paradise Plum. Lila, I love you so much. Positive daughter. I only just come to know of you. Your performance at Sumfest was amazing. Enough live from the UK. Wow.
Ooh,
Worldwide
thank
love.
you so much. For a minute, Paradise Plum. Big up yourself, Paradise Plum. We're soon forward over this, man.
There you go. UK is showing some love.
For sure.
Never a bad thing. We have another picture from Posted Up. This is an interesting combo, Yaadcore. Do you like the older ladies? What's going on here?
Seems like, the older ladies like me.
That's how it goes, always.
But,
Always how it goes.
Yeah, we pass through the
it.
Wax Museum, and she's a legendary actor, so a whole lot of joy,
Absolutely. Now, did you, what are there, outside of the fact that this is a magical recreation of her, are you a fan of any of her work? Do you ever watch any of her shows or anything like that?
Yeah, I would sure. I know Golden Girls.
The Golden Girls,
yeah,
that's an OG show. Is Golden Girls a show people know about in Jamaica?
Yeah, man, people know Golden Girls. Depends on the demographic, but people know Golden Girls.
So it was on TV like in the 80s and 90s, maybe something like that.
Yeah, 90s for sure, cause me's a 90s baby,
Yeah.
Catch the last of the 80s.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Golden Girls. That's a pretty legendary moment, and that's actually like weird. Like looks weirdly real, right?
Real.
No, well,
All
I didn't want to
the
say it, but I
others,
thought it was until you said wax figure. That's why I just was quiet.
Wow.
It's super real. Super real wax figures out here blowing minds. It happens. Kalia, should we spark that other blunt too?
Yeah, I'm definitely good
Just
with
keep
that.
it all in the air. We can stay with the chalice. We can go any way we want. But I think we'll put it all in the air, guys. We've got another one of you performing. We'll drop it out here so everyone can see. Pretty much wrecking the stage. Now, where is this?
This was Santa Cruz the other day with Protege and Indignation Band. Yeah, open for him. I feel myself on stage. That was a very comfortable outfit.
Hey man,
Nice little bodysuit there.
you've got to keep it comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. Like stage for me is where I get to, introduce the people and the supporters and everybody to who I am. Because you can always pull up a record and listen to a song and people will be like, yeah, this is a cool song. But like when they come to your show, they really come to experience you as an artist.
Yeah.
So it's really, that was a very fun liquor run for me, for sure.
Yeah, and speaking of you as
Big
an
up
artist,
Yannick took that picture. bad top shot of Yannick.
yeah, you got to give credit where credit is due.
Sure.
So in terms of you as an artist, I think it's kind of interesting. You've been sort of taking the approach of just dropping singles and letting people really marinate on that. What's your thinking behind that?
Exactly what you said. They kind of just want the music for marinate, I didn't want to just come out and be like, all right, see 20 tune here, see 10 song and go sit down and spend like an hour and listen to this artist that you've probably never heard of before. You get what I say? And in the same breath, I'm young and still developing my sound, so you want it to be a case where whenever I want it to be a case where whenever I put out a project, whether an album or an EP or whatever it's called, I want people to be ready, people to be looking forward to it, like, oh my God. When I hear say, boom, the project dropped today, people supposed to stop everything them are doing and just go and find it. And that means you have to introduce people to you first. And also that approach also made the song them grow.
Right.
Second Chance was my third single. I released that a year ago. And like everywhere I go, I get a lot of love on that song. And it just went like over 1 million views on YouTube. That's
Amazing.
The very first time I've ever gotten that much stream. So that shows just the fact that every day people want some more new Lila and them just have to continually go back to listening to that song or sharing it or whatever. It really is.
Yeah,
That's what's
absolutely. I'm going to pass this over to Kalia because we've got to keep the rotation going. I think that's really incredible. Now, give us a sense, just because we don't consume music in Jamaica, are the streaming services kind of the dominant way people find stuff? Is it YouTube? Do you guys have Spotify in Jamaica now?
I feel like most people use YouTube in Jamaica, to be honest.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah,
We don't have
YouTube.
Spotify in Jamaica.
Yeah,
you have to have
Spotify.
an American account if you want.
Right.
access it.
most people don't even know about Spotify, I think.
Right.
In Jamaica. It's
Unless
really
like you're in the music business.
Jamaicans, when we realize them love watch music video too.
Yeah.
So YouTube
Absolutely.
being that platform that supports both audio and visual.
Yeah.
Them are gonna definitely
Together.
go there.
Now, Yaadcore, in terms of you having developed yourself as sort of a selector and putting out these great mix series that have exposed some amazing artists to the world, what platforms do you feel like helped you do that most directly?
Well, SoundCloud still, that's where I have most of my plays,
Yeah.
So, yeah, SoundCloud has definitely been the platform where support my music and I mix them,
Totally. And in terms of, how do you feel like Jamaican music is being perceived around the world right now?
Jamaican music being perceived good, man, because, as, Protege and Chronics set the bar to another level as well as the young dancehall artists coming out now. So, people just looking forward to great music.
Totally.
And, that's all we produce, so.
And do you find that people are pretty excited about the shift that Jamaican music has taken sonically? People that are kind of supporting more of a roots sound?
Yeah. Repeat that question.
I'm saying, do you feel like people are excited about kind of the
yeah,
diversity of
because
sound?
people love good music, so them always will be in tune and supporting good music, so it's like, a long wait right now for Jamaican music, produced by the roots sound, cause that sound they never really at the forefront at one time, so as me say, Protege and Chronics and, Jesse and the whole of them kind of put it to the forefront, so, we give thanks for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We have another picture from Posted Up. We're going to drop it. What's going on in this one?
Well, this was the first time I meet Joshaka, legendary selector, artist, producer, just the same, and just there I get an autograph. I think that was 2013 in California, same way we did the on tour with Protege, same way. And we just hold a vibe,
Yeah. Well, meeting amazing people that inspire you is, I imagine, one of the perks of traveling around the world playing music, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We actually have one for you, too, in a similar vein. This is a pretty cool flick of somebody who I think has been doing some amazing stuff online. Do you want to tell us a little bit about who that is?
Yeah, man. To be honest, I can't remember the man's name.
Maccabee.
Maccabee, right. Yeah, so I met him when I was on tour in Europe. We were both on the same show in Munich. Yeah, but I always hear his songs. He's a very informative artist.
No.
Always I tell you about certain herbs and fruits.
I was going to mention that because these videos that he posts explaining natural foods is one of my favorite things. Guys, if you're not familiar out there in Mary Jane, Snoop Dogg land, Maccabee, he drops informative videos on various platforms.
Yeah.
He will break down cucumber. He will break down CBD oil. He will break down goji berries. Whatever you need to know, all the information about health food you need, I suggest checking out Maccabee. He will tell you everything you need to know. Are you guys health food people? Do you like health food, or are you kind of
natural, man?
Definitely love eat proper, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm like a super vegan.
Right.
Definitely try our best to eat balance.
Yeah.
Because it's crucial for what we have to do.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to stay healthy, stay positive. Now, do you find that when you're traveling around, it's harder to find food that you like?
100%. Personally, I don't like trying new things to eat. I love Jamaican food.
Right.
Everywhere I go, me want ackee and saltfish. Big up my General AK, bring me some ackee today. So ackee and saltfish and steamed fish, and I love boiled food and cabbage and carrot and everything. So naturally traveling is kind of, not so easy, especially when we're in Europe. It's very weird to find food there. But sometimes they have some decent vegetarian spots.
Right.
But yeah.
Now,
I just love Jamaican food, to be honest.
I feel that, and that's reasonable because Jamaican food is amazing. Is there anything on the other side of the coin, though, that you found that you ate overseas where you were like, actually, this is something really good?
Most places that I go and get like salads,
right?
To me, you can't really mess up salads still.
Let's hope you can't mess up a salad. When you do mess up a salad, it's pretty bad.
Like I went after the block party the other day. I went to this club, what name, Los Gabos or something.
Oh, Los Globos, yeah.
And there was a Rasta man in there that was cooking some food inside the club.
Oh, yeah.
Ozzy. Trust me get some jerk salmon and little rice and peas and veggies and me I tell you say.
Just right.
Perfect
Rock with
timing.
Shout
food
out.
hot. No, like for the whole night, me I feel big up the man and me. I say,
You were good, huh?
I can't go drop this in a dog yard because it's a perfect idea after people party out and beat out and tired and you know them hungry, them want food to eat and the man is just right there in the club just cooking up a storm. So that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for me, when I tried raw sushi in Japan still, and you know that was nice. You know.
Had you eaten much raw fish before?
No,
Never.
no. And I've tried it after in Jamaica since, and it never worked. So
You
Japan,
never go eat Japanese yet?
yeah, but me not eat there. Me try the raw shrimp thing, and it never worked.
At least you tried it though. You like.
Yeah, you know. So Japan are the real place for sushi. Still,
That is Japan is, but the crazy thing I think in Japan is like the grocery store has like the best sushi. You know what I mean? The grade that you can get even in a grocery store in Japan is as good as like a
Yeah,
restaurant.
because for them culture, you know.
It's part of the culture. The fish is amazing.
Yeah, man.
Is there
That's
any raw? There's no raw seafood in traditional Jamaican cuisine, right?
Not traditional? No.
Jamaicans love cook.
Yeah.
Well done, Cripsy.
Spicy.
Dude.
Yeah,
Love that all a marinade
Well,
from
Cripsy.
yesterday.
Is it?
What? Jamaican cook food, man.
Cooking it up. Well, Mary Jane, Snoop Dogg TV, guys, this is about that time. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Noah Rubin. We're chilling with Lila Ike. We're chilling with Yaadcore. We're chilling with Kalia McNeil. We're having a very, very great afternoon.
We are.
And that's the idea. We're going to shout out our sponsors very quickly. Loon Vaporizers. They make wonderful vape pens. You know, it's some classy stuff. You're in the California, you like a grown-up scent of weed, desert gold vaporizer, you know, you can go that direction. Now, actually, guys, that leads me to a question for you. In Jamaica, are these, you know, in California, we have all these kind of like new cannabis-type products. What's the status of the kind of commercial, legal cannabis market in Jamaica?
Well, we have I think like 3 dispensaries now, and you know they have the vape pens and bud for everybody and thing. You know, people are legal to 2 ounces.
Yeah.
You know.
That's good.
Yeah. Enough for some people, but. You know.
2 ounces isn't enough for everyone.
Well, you know that's the law right now.
That's
So,
well said.
yeah.
We're talking around it.
Jamaica, it's pretty lax. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Cause me can day in a traffic. Me remember one time I'm just day in a traffic with a big head spliff and police just there next to me and me I say, yo, big up yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool, you know.
Yeah, and probably
I'll
shouldn't
go
have
through
let
the
out so
hassle.
much information, but
You know.
it's chill in Jamaica. It's pretty chill.
I like
know.
that. Do you feel like people are interested in these kind of new products like vaporizers or edibles? Are those things you think they have a potential or possibility in the Jamaican market?
Yeah, you have people, as me say, where partake in a in the dispensary. We call it vaporizer pens now as well, you know, but it's not really
You know, too.
a big thing, you
Yeah.
know. I
Right.
say mostly the uptown people them would
Yeah.
really.
Right. It's a country of smokers who are going to continue.
them
Yeah,
traditional.
like
them
me
don't
not
crush out
even
them
really
hand.
like it.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yes.
Not really to deal with the vaporizer thing.
100%. Well, it's important for us to stay connected and stay informed. Our next segment, actually, guys, on the show is called Roll the News. We take some news headlines from around the world. We talk about them. It happens. So now, this is a crazy one. And we're talking a little bit about the future of cannabis health. Tucker Carlson is a well-known personality on Fox News. He's kind of a right-wing jerk by most people's analysis, which is accurate. He recently went and blamed cannabis. There's been some mass shootings in the United States this year, and he went on the news, or whatever you want to call it, and blamed cannabis for mass shootings. Now, I don't think that's possible. Kalia, you got a take on that one?
I mean, no. I mean, of course I disagree with what he's saying, but I mean at this point it's just I think, not to get super political or to offend anybody, but it's just the right wingers at this point. It's a box of puppets, and let me just say something to get the attention off of this, and they can go run with that. Everybody smokes weed.
Yeah.
He smokes weed. Like
Tucker Carlson, do you smoke weed?
I can
Kalia's calling you out.
guarantee it.
Are you ready to hit the chalice?
He's likely watching.
Tucker Carlson, come hit the chalice with us.
But no, it's just it's a
happen.
distraction. It's just something to say, and unfortunately, I mean, it has been proven. If you have followers that aren't willing to do any type of research, and they're just hanging on your every word, you can say whatever you want to say, and they're not gonna. And he's not saying it for you or me. He's saying it for them.
No.
And they've received it, and that's that. He doesn't really care what we have to say about that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that statement too.
Yo, the question is, like, in America, what the ratio between the availability of like dispensaries and gun shops, where people can just go pull up and go buy a gun.
Well, actually,
Wow.
Like once you reach 18 or 21.
I mean, guns being very accessible is probably one of the biggest issues we
That's
have.
a problem.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
cannabis can't shoot nobody.
It's
You
true.
get
It's
me?
pretty
I
hard to
say
shoot
it's the
people
gun.
without a gun.
Yeah.
You get me? And how are these people accessing the gun? And usually the people them where have access to it are usually extremely young.
Right.
Like young people that do them mass shooting.
Yeah.
You get what I say?
Yeah.
So
It's not responsible, for sure. Well, Tucker Carlson, we're giving you a thumbs down on your take. That's definitely a no-go over here.
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
He got beat up for the name. Growing
Yeah,
up, I can
it's kinda
guarantee you.
true.
They were like,
He
"Shut
kinda
up,
has that
Tucker."
look. Yeah, he's got the look. It's it's a look of really fear, basically. We got another story on Roll the News tonight. Scientists have grown tiny brains and hooked them up to robots in space.
Not
now
interested.
that headline alone is pretty hard to imagine. Just saying, okay, they've created tiny brains, got it. They've hooked them up to robots, okay, even crazier, and they did it in space.
Not okay.
That's pretty
What?
next level, guys.
I
Intergalactic
think
brains
it's
hooked to
they're not
robots.
right,
That's truly from science fiction.
No, well, that's they want us to believe it's science fiction, but they're really doing certain things what are really sounding weird and really far-fetched, but the reality, So we just have to pay attention at serious times we're living in right now.
Yeah.
2020 are gonna be a serious year same way, so look out.
Look out, guys. Stay positive, be safe, have faith.
Mm-hmm.
But, there's a chance you might just encounter a tiny human brain hooked up to a robot in space, Just a regular Tuesday afternoon.
Wow.
Wow. Literally, that's.
We have one more story on tonight's installment of Roll the News. It is actually really crazy. Did you guys hear this story about the Jamaican guy who got 82 days in jail when people mistook the honey in his bag for crystal meth? He literally had bought roadside honey before he was leaving Jamaica to come back to the States. 3 jars of honey. And the TSA said that it was crystal meth and put him in jail for 82 days.
Wow.
what that?
And then
Lost
it
it.
took them
What was that?
82 days to do a second
A
test,
test.
which concluded that it was just honey.
That's stupid,
Wow.
82 days in prison.
Lost
Guys,
it.
that is a huge TSA
System,
thumbs
man.
down.
Wow.
That's
System.
terrible. Absolutely terrible.
When did this happen?
This is recently. This is in the last couple weeks. Yeah.
TSA needs to get it together.
Guys, flying on planes.
Like,
So you trying to tell me, say, alright.
Are you guys chill when you fly on the plane? Because it sounds like you guys are doing some
definitely not. I
flying.
hate the security section of it.
Yeah, it's a lot, right?
Especially now, they know say people can just mistake a little, I don't know, like me a par with a travel size toothpaste. They just locked me up for 82 days because you think say cocaine. That's crazy.
That's really crazy.
So I always get extremely nervous when I have to travel, like I'm going through security.
Yeah. You got to triple check because you can get yourself in a paranoid state.
definitely.
All right. Well, traveling should be easier. No one should be going to prison for 82 days for honey. For honey. It's probably
It's like that was
tasty
an
honey.
that was an
Crazy.
easy
supposed to
fix.
get
Like
sued for
just
that.
Yeah,
try
of
it.
course.
Yeah, probably would have tasted a lot like honey. But maybe crystal meth honey, that could have a whole other
Right.
effect.
I mean, they have flavored
Ideas that we're
blunts
giving
now,
people
so
them.
maybe. Oh no. Are we aiding and abetting?
I don't know. But, we're also innovators, Kalia. We can't help but innovate sometimes. All right, Mary Jane, Snoop Dogg TV. It's about that time. We're having a wonderful time. We're chilling with our friends. We're smoking great weed. We use the steam chalice.
Yes.
Loon Vaporizers have been helping us make it all happen. We have one more segment on the show tonight, guys. We checked in with the world. We checked in with what was going on with you. We also like to make sure we check in with the stars, guys. We have a section that we call Astrology Time. We break out a salt crystal lamp,
Boom.
Enhance the vibes, change the air. We change the color. We go into another dimension.
Trippy, I know.
Now, guys, do you follow your horoscopes at all?
actually do. Well, not follow it, but I check it out.
Yeah, and what do you think? Do you think it's accurate? Do you sometimes on the fence about it?
Actually, most times it is.
Okay.
To be honest, like when I observe my day, maybe it's because I read it before
Right.
the day happens, and I kind of like just consciously, prepare myself for this to happen. But sometimes it does kind of like hold on. you
Yeah.
know?
I feel that. How about you?
Yeah.
Do you ever check your horoscope?
Well, me not check my horoscope really still, but we in tune to the whole astrology vibe to a certain level, because as you know, or you probably don't know, but the 12 tribes of Israel, there are different tribes which are aligned to the horoscope same way, but we align them to, the which they all carry a different color, a different function, a different, function meaning your vibe, your energy. So like me, I'm a Reuben, which is the first son born in April. And then my body part is eyes. Me I say. And then you have, after my tribe now you have Reuben or Simeon.
Benjamin.
My Reuben,
We just
Simeon.
want to say man Naphtali.
Reuben, Simeon, right? April, May. They have Levi, which are June. They have Judah. No, I touch you because you talk about the conquering
yes,
line of the
yes.
tribe of Judah.
I did.
Right, which that represents July,
Mm-hmm.
which connects back to the whole astrology, what I say? So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, guys, what we do on Astrology Time is we take your horoscope, and you know how sometimes it says things that are on point, sometimes it says things that aren't. We took a couple elements from your charts. You just tell us if you think it's on point or not. Now, you're an Aquarius, and then you're an Aries, right, Yaadcore?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got a lot of Aries in the building.
Right.
Kalia's an Aries too. I'm an Aries,
Absolutely.
so it's like a lot of Aries. It's 75% Aries tonight.
Easy.
That's the
First born,
forecast.
Big Aries energy.
So, firstborn, right?
Yeah,
Aries are the first sign, right?
correct.
Right, so.
That's how it goes. Okay, so I got some little statements from your horoscope. You just tell us if you think it's on point or not. Number one, this one is from your horoscope. Often is put in the position of being a role model. Do you feel like you often have to be a role model?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, especially in the field that I am right now. For me to be very responsible with the music that I put out there. And from the other days, like so many people have been telling me, say, yo, my daughter loves you. Like, all she wants to do is listen to your song and whatnot. So, for sure, they can get a ticky.
Okay, they get a ticky. I think that one was sounding that was alright. Are you
So
all right?
who come up with the horoscope reading?
I'm just saying we read.
Yeah, we complain, so they see it them off. You understand? So, yeah, because it's a power sign, fire sign, same way. So, if things now go how, we see it or we feel it's supposed to go, we're going to make it known. You see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
like it.
thumbs down.
Okay. not on point this time. All right, now back to you. Many of the ideals and traits are from their family. Do you feel like a lot of the way you're trying to go at things, you feel influenced by your family?
I mean, naturally, I feel like that's a given, I'm my mother's daughter. I'm also my father's daughter. So, for sure, my mother is a very hardworking lady.
Right.
Like, I grew up watching her do so much. I grew up in, like, a single family situation. So, yeah, and I can be very rough and aggressive sometimes. And, in observing myself and observing her, I'd noticed that. And just the drive when I put in general, I have little sisters when I want to inspire and thing.
Right.
And just naturally being able to be an example for probably people in my family when I necessarily dip on this particular level of consciousness.
Yeah.
It's a drive for me, for sure.
Yeah. Well, that leads me to a question. I had read that you had some challenge with your mom in terms of supporting. Was she always down, or was that hard to convince her?
It's not necessarily a case where she wasn't supporting my career, because at the time I did not have a career.
Right.
She just basically,
you were supporting a dream.
Yeah, she's actually the one who got me into music, to be honest. Like, she always play music, you know. That's her comfort zone, you know. She have a big setup, like a speaker, and she'll be there selecting songs and putting me onto music. Actually, she introduced me to Garnet Sings music. So it was a case where when I decided that I wanted to stop school, out of the house. So the whole situation surrounding it, and her realizing that I'm getting more and more, because I spend way more time on my computer and my headset and just listening to music and doing my own thing. She kind of observed, all right, maybe this excitement to get out of the house is really to fulfill that now. For a mother, if you see her daughter go just take up a dream, which, you know, most people in Jamaica might see as a once in a lifetime opportunity, especially when you come from country, then of course she's going to be, you know, more overprotective. But she's always been there. Every performance that I've ever had in my life, before me move from Kingston, she's there.
Right. Okay, I like it. Okay, so that sounds.
We go up Cherry every time for your mother, you know.
I like that.
Absolutely.
I like that. All right, we've got another one. Yaadcore. This one says you are practical in all aspects of your life. Do you think you're a practical guy?
Yeah, man. Would I say that, yes.
Okay.
As me say, you know, we're straightforward, you know, we're logical, you know, we keep it real, you know, so, yeah.
Okay. That's a thumbs up.
Yeah,
Sounds pretty good. It's important to stay practical, I think.
Yeah,
You can waste a lot of energy.
Reality, you know?
It's a real thing. It's
Yeah.
sometimes you try to deny it, but it's definitely there.
Yeah.
Okay, we have one more for each of you guys. They don't like health or nutritional advice from other people. Do you feel like you don't like it when other people try to butt in and tell you what to eat and what not to eat?
Actually, to be honest, that sometimes get me pretty
annoying.
aggravating, because, you know, people would see me, and I guess because I'm coming up in an era or around certain artists which they would identify with Rastafari or whatever, people would sometimes tell me, say, like, if me put up something, probably I eat some fish or something there.
Yeah.
Yo, vital is vital and rare and taste. So personally, I am not like opposed to advice. Me appreciate it, but when you want to tell me how to live my life now, that's different. You're not saying to me, hey, you know, me know say you like fish and thing, but tell me something is doing to me that I need to. Not tell me say, yo, whole heap of mercury in it or whatever. But don't come tell me say, yo, remember say you had this in and you had the rest of them apart. So I tell it, don't tell me that shit. You see me? So,
Straight up.
All right.
Yeah.
That sounds like it's a pretty on point one.
Yeah,
All right.
so, you know, whoever heard the horoscope, they must have studied me or something.
All right, we got one more.
Still.
Sees themselves as an authority figure, Yaadcore. Do you ever feel like sometimes you just have to be the person with authority?
Not forcingly, but, you know, it's just a natural thing, it seems, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Sharing the information in a positive way.
Yeah, you know, it's just a part of me if I just kind of, you know, gather one same way and, you know, just do my thing. If me not get no strength from other people, I just do my thing same way, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So sounds like vaguely on point.
Yeah, it can one, man. But we're not too like call ourselves authority same way. That's why we have to kind of keep it on a level, you know.
Yeah.
Even though you are authority, you don't really have to declare that. You get what I say?
Yeah. 100%. 100%. All right. Well, I feel like the horoscope had a couple moments tonight. You know, wasn't totally off. Wasn't totally on. That's usually how it goes.
Balance, you know. Yeah, cause anything can apply to anybody, you know.
Exactly.
You know?
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Especially at different moments.
Exactly.
Time.
So sometimes it's like, I just know you that message there before today, you know? Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Vibes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Well, Mary Jane, Snoop Dogg TV, guys, thank you so much. This is About That Time. I'm Noah Rubin. Guys, I want to make sure that I give you a chance to let everybody out there in Mary Jane land know what they should be checking from you guys on the horizon.
Boom.
Yeah, so you don't know. My name is Lila IK. Big up Protege, big up the whole of Indie Collective. most recent single right now is a song called Where I'm Coming From. Say when I look at where I'm coming from, looking back at where the journey began, I really have to say that I'm strong. Yeah, so some real good music, beautiful music coming out soon. Yeah, I kind of just have to put on the socks because I'm just going to throw me on thing.
Guys, new toenails. Great
Bless
song.
up everybody out there, Lilaike, which you can clearly see. Wow. Follow me on all social media platforms and check out my music. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yaadcore?
So me say, pepper anytime I pass through. Yeah man, we say just look out for the video, seeing ready now. I'm hope the item ready now, seeing for anything where you deal with in a life. Seeing just put your all to it and seeing and just live up man, yeah.
Hey, I definitely cannot argue with that. It's a great message.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank
It's
you.
really been a pleasure
Really
hanging. You know, very good chilling. Yeah, I love
This
you. I'm
was
hugging you
great.
from over here.
Air hug.
Always
Air hug.
air hugs. Guys, thanks so much for checking in. It's been a pleasure. We'll be back with you very soon.